From N5 to JLPT N4, this is lesson number 57. So today let's talk about this grammar point, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. So in Japanese, there are two types of verbs. One is called transitive verb, and the other one is called intransitive verb. So I think many of you are most familiar with these transitive verbs because this type includes the verbs such as 食べます to eat, 読みます to read, 聞きます to listen, and so on. So this is one example. 私はドアを開けます. This means I open the door. This verb type focuses on the person who does the action, in this case, 私. Someone does something to an object. So this is a very common verb type. Just like when you say, 私は寿司を食べます. 食べます is this transitive verb because that focuses on the person who eats the sushi. So, also importantly, this verb type takes O particle. So this is another characteristic of this transitive verb. Now let's move on to this one, intransitive verb. This time, it focuses on the thing that changes. So let's look at this example. It says, ドアが開きます. This means the door opens. So there is no someone, just that the door opens. So it focuses on the thing, in this case, the door, which opens. It doesn't focus on the person anymore. It only focuses on the thing that changes. So the subject changes. That's it. There is no someone. It simply means the door opens, the thing changes. And also this verb type takes ga particle. So this is another characteristic of intransitive verbs. So now let's look at the grammar pattern. When you use the transitive verb, the grammar pattern is like this. Subject, object, を, then lastly the verb. Another example. I stop the car is this. 車を止めます. The subject is omitted in this case. But subject is 私は. So 私は車を止めます. 止めます is the transitive verb. Therefore, it takes O particle. It focuses on the person who stops the car, in this case, 私. But now let's move on to the intransitive verb. So this time, subjectが, then lastly the verb. For instance, 車が止まります. 止まります is an intransitive verb. It means the car stops. It doesn't focus on the person anymore. It simply focuses on the subject, the thing that changes. That's it. And also because 止まります is an intransitive verb, it takes ga particle. So, transitive verbs often use O. Intransitive verbs often use ga. It says often because there are cases where wa particle is used instead. So for instance, instead of saying 車を止めます, depending on the situation, you can also say 車は止めます. Wa is a special particle called topic marker. So if it says 車は止めます, it means As for the car, I stop. Wa topic marker is translated as for in English. So if it says wa, then the nuance changes. As for the car, I stop. Same goes for this intransitive verb. You could also say 車は止まります. Now the nuance changes. As for the car, it stops. So that's why it says often. But remember, transitive verbs take O particle and intransitive verbs take ga particle. Now, I will show you more examples. So I will introduce you to important transitive and intransitive verbs. So let's start with this one. I turn on the lights. 電気をつける. This is the transitive verb. It focuses on the person who does the action. In this case, I, 私. Watashi is omitted, but it's implied in Japanese. So since this is a transitive verb, it takes O particle. But now the intransitive verb, the lights turn on. 電気がつく. It doesn't focus on the person anymore. It simply focuses on the thing, which changes. This time, 電気. Since this is an intransitive verb, it takes ga particle. Next one. I line up the chairs. 椅子を並べる. The chairs line up. 椅子が並ぶ. So 並べる transitive verb taking O particle. 並ぶ intransitive verb taking ga particle. Next page. More examples. I find the job. 仕事を見つける. The job is found. 仕事が見つかる. We continue the story. 話を続ける. The story continues. 話が続く. I raise the price. 値段を上げる. The price goes up. 値段が上がる. I lower the price. 値段を下げる. The price goes down. 値段が下がる. Last page. I break the computer. パソコンを壊す. The computer breaks. パソコンが壊れる. I wake up the child. 子供を起こす. The child wakes up. 子供が起きる. I bake bread. パンを焼く. Bread is baked. パンが焼ける. I start the class. 授業を始める. The class starts. 授業が始まる. So those are very important transitive and intransitive verbs. I will put the list of those transitive and intransitive verbs in the description below so that you can review them later. Lastly, I have this homework for you. Translate the sentences into Japanese and put your answers in the comments below. I will check and correct your homework. みんな今日もありがとう。I will see you again in the next lesson then. みんなまたね。バイバイ。